So here we are. I'm holding in my hand a little piece of plastic with some pretty artwork and a compact disc, which they still exist, believe it or not. And it's called Aftermath, and it's something that we've been working on now for a little while, and it's probably been 12 months since we started the process thinking about this album and you know, what it was going to look like, what it was going to sound like, what it was going to say. And 12 months ago we had no idea really, except for that we knew that if we were going to do something that we were going to throw everything we had into it. And we went into this process just going, alright, if we're going to do a new United album, let's treat it like it's the first one we've ever done. Let's forget everything that we've done before. Let's kind of not worry about the expectations and I guess the limitations that we can so easily put around a project when you've done quite a few of them before. And we were like, let's just pretend that this is the only project we've ever done. What's it going to sound like? Why is it that we're doing it? And so I think once that picture was there and we had this kind of concept of aftermath and paradox, it was amazing, because you looked at all these other fragments, all these other songs, and there was a really clear picture, a really clear journey. And so everything about the artwork, even the track list, the lyrics, I mean, all the way through, there's this idea of everything being back to front, upside down. So when you get your artwork and you see all these letterings upside down, it's not a misprint. It's meant to be that way, and I apologise for the frustration of having to turn it around and whatnot, but it is what it is. And you know, I think, you know, my hope is that people and get this record and get the songs in them, and you know, rather than you know, hearing pretty music or whatever else, that it draws them closer to who Jesus is and what it means to be a follower of Christ in this day and age. And you know, what I love about the Aftermath is that that Jesus, he didn't just die on the cross and that was it. You know, he rose again and he left his Spirit with us, the Holy Spirit, and you know, the idea of God being Emmanuel, God with us. It's not just a pretty Christian concept. It's not just something that we sing about and then forget. I think if we actually realize that, hang on, like God is with us in our day-to-day, in all that we're doing, you know, not just when we're fulfilling our religious obligation in church, or not just when we're, you know, listening to a worship album, but God's with us at all times. He's with us when we're in the darkest places. He's with us when we're going through the hardest times. He's with us, you know, when we're with our friends and loved ones and they're facing real circumstances. He's with us where we're in our workplaces or at school or at college or uni or whatever it is you're doing. And I think there's great strength and great courage to be found in that. And my prayer is that we wouldn't feel like we have to crawl into this box, this safety kind of, this place of safety as Christians, but rather that we'd understand that, you know, life is an adventure and we get one chance at this here on earth, and there is so much that God has called us to, and that everybody has a part to play in what God is doing. And if we understand that we live in the hope of the light of the aftermath, we know that God is with us and that we can be about those things and just get on and get what we need to get done. And I think it's a really exciting time, you know, and so wherever you are, whoever you are, whatever's going on, I pray that however you get your hands on this thing, should you stumble upon it or you know, listen to it somewhere, that it helps you. That it's not just a pretty listening experience, but it's actually that you would get it in your spirit, and that hopefully it would draw you closer to who God is and what God's calling us to do together. So there you go. Jack, any final parting words?
No, you just about covered it, John.
I think I covered it. Alright, bye.